Check, check, 1, 2, 3, hello. Hey, what's up? If my voice sounds really deep right now, I'm not too sure why. I think my voice is, I'm kind of sick right now, to be honest, actually. And it's not like I just woke up. I woke up about 4 hours ago. I woke up at 12 p.m. today, which is the latest I've really ever woken up before. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I partied a lot last night, so maybe that's why. But yeah, so my name is Billy or Blue Eye Life. Yeah, that was an extended intro. I don't know. My voice just sounded deep, and I wanted to keep it this way just to make it sound like I'm, older. I sound cooler. Makes it sound like I'm Rick Ross voice. I don't know. Whatever. In this commentary, I'm going to be talking a little bit about a life story that you guys will probably find entertaining, or if you don't, well, then I don't know. At the time, it was incredibly scary, but I made it out alive, and I think you guys will enjoy it. And first things first, this gameplay is not mine. You guys are probably like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't ever do this well in COD, Billy. You get like 3 kills and like 18 deaths. You're like Jericho's backup player. I know, like, this is not me playing. This is my friend Chimp Games. He's a fucking beast. He does like non-kill streaks all the time, or like non-lethal kill streaks, and goes like 115 and like 4. And he's an incredible player. If you guys like ever want to learn how to play Call of Duty well, like if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely go check him out. His channel will be in my description. If I'm going to post this to COD Ops, it probably won't be in the description as well. But yeah, definitely go check him out. I think his network or his channel is the Chimp Games or whatever. I'll put it in the description. Sorry, Dexter, I don't really remember it exactly from the top of my head. I probably should have looked that up right before I started this commentary. But let me get right into the commentary. Anyway, so if you enjoy the gameplay, just go check him out because he's a beast player and you can learn a lot from watching his stuff. So this happened to me right at the ending of my summer, right after I graduated high school. So this was last summer, and I was working one day. It was around like August 10th, like maybe 20 or 10 days before I had to go back or go to college because I started school August 20th, and yeah, it was right around August 10th. So I was working that day, and one of my friends that I graduated with texted me like, "Yo, man, can you help me out?" And he called me too. And so this is when I was working, so I didn't really want to get back to him. It was kind of a busy day. In case you guys don't know, I worked at a movie theater, so it's kind of hard to check your phone when you're at concessions and there's people coming up to you all the time. So he called me and he texted me. So after my shift, I called him up and I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh man, forget it. I was just trying to get some, good drink through you because I happen to have the pleasure of having an older sister, and other people help me out to get the illegal substances that you can't drink when you're 21 because I don't drink that. I just help people out if they want to drink it." Yeah, I'm just bullshitting. So whatever. If you disagree with underage drinking, then this commentary probably isn't for you. Just don't even listen to this if you are against drinking. Maybe even smoking weed. I didn't smoke weed there, but there's an instance what happened. Let me just get into it. So again, he called me up, was like, "Yo, I was gonna try and hit you up to get some alcohol, but it looks like we actually won't need you. We're getting a bunch of beer." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, well, me and like 7 other guys that we graduated with are just gonna go on this little kind of campground area that for me it was about 10 minutes from my house. For them, it was further away because I lived further from my school than they did." And he's like, "Yeah, we won't need you." And I'm like, "But man, like, I don't want to like invite myself, but I'm not doing anything tonight. Like, you mind if I chill?" He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "We're definitely just gonna be hanging out drinking there." So I had known this spot wasn't that big of a deal because they had gone there during spring break their senior year, and they brought like a shit ton of weed, a bunch of alcohol, and they were just doing all that stuff while they were at the grounds, and they never had trouble with the law enforcement. So I was like, "You know what, man, like this is like this, nothing's gonna happen, like this is gonna be fine." So they were like, "Yeah, definitely, you can come along too. Just this is where you have to park, just pick up some red Solo cups, yada yada yada." And at the time I had about I had half a bottle of some good vodka. It's a Kettle One, and I put it inside a water bottle, which was one of the best decisions of my life. So I told my parents, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be going to this whatever woods area. I don't know what they called it." And they're like, "All right, just don't bring any alcohol, don't be stupid." And I remember they were warning me like, "There's cops, they will always search your stuff." And I'm just thinking like to myself, like, fuck that. I mean, the cops never busted them earlier. I've got nothing to worry about. So I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go." I pick up some of the red Solo cups when I'm at a gas station like 5 minutes from the place, and I show up like right before when the gates were closing. And so we're getting all the stuff ready. Like, they had like 50 beers and stuff, and it was gonna be a chill night. And apparently, like, one of the guys also brought weed. And as you guys might know, I don't smoke weed. Like, I've never really smoked weed before. So I'm not really like into that kind of stuff, but whatever, to each his own. So I was just there to drink some of my stuff, and I mixed some of my shit with Arnold Palmer. Anyway, this is nothing to do with anything. So we're just chilling there, drinking a lot. Sorry, I keep saying a lot, but we were just sitting there drinking, just having a good time. And these guys all around me were drinking beer. So they had like glasses and whole beer cans next to them, and these like in these chairs that they had. So there was just beer everywhere. Me personally, I was smart about myself. I brought a miniature cooler that had I put my vodka in a water bottle that was empty. So I put that shit in there, and so it would look like it was water. And I would just like mix my stuff and put it in a red cup, so it looked like, you know, I wasn't drinking anything. So as we're there, we're having the greatest time, listening to music, and then some of the guys are just like passing, you know, the weed around, like, you know, this is a good time. It was a lot of fun, and so we're just chilling out. I'm getting pretty drunk. Like, I never realized how fast I was drinking my stuff, but like the stuff was going down really easy. Sometimes you have those nights where you can just drink a lot at once. This is one of those nights. Stuff was just going down easy. But I didn't really feel that tipsy at all. And about an hour into our drinking expedition, there's just I hear two random voices come from behind us, and we just hear like people, like some guy just yell, "Gentlemen, like we need you all to sit down." And like I turn around, and it's these two park rangers. I don't really know what the terminology is. These two park rangers. They're not officers. They work there, and they're like, "Okay, obviously you guys have alcohol on this premise." On the premises, and just I should have told you guys, you're not allowed to bring any alcohol at all on the place where they whatever this place was where we were. Excuse me, you weren't allowed to bring alcohol there, even if you were 21. It's just against their rules. So obviously we had broken that rule, and we were all underage too at the time. I was 17 at the time, which I'll get into more details later. But so he's like, you know, obviously there's alcohol here. I need you all to, if you all listen to me and follow my rules, you'll all be good. So we're like, shit, we're about to get busted. And I was thinking, like, my parents were so right. Like, they were telling me how we're all gonna get busted, and I wasn't thinking about it. So at the time when they came up to us, though, one of the guys had weed right in front of him, and he had it in between his legs, so the cops couldn't see it, or the Parker Rangers. Sorry if I'm all over the place with this commentary, but so he hides that stuff, and the guy's like, all right, let me see where you guys had all the beer. So he's like, I need you guys to show me where it is. So one guy got up who was kind of like really drunk. I don't know why he was the one that got up and volunteered to do it, but he opened the thing up, and the Parker Ranger was like, holy shit, like he just saw all this beer. There was, as I said, there was probably like 50 or 60 bottles of just beer. And so he's like, all right, we're gonna need more people to help out. So I was one of the people that got up, and I was dumping all the stuff out. He's like, just dump it all out. We don't want to see any more of this here. And one of the Parker Rangers like looked at my mini fridge. He's like, oh, my mini cooler. He's like, oh, what do you have in here? And I just opened it up. I'm like, yeah, I've just got Arnold Palmer. This is non-alcoholic, and I've got a water bottle. And like, he looked at the water bottle. He's like, yeah, it looks like water. That's fine. So I was really excited, and so they made us dump it all out, and then they had us all sit down at this bench. So they said, okay, we need to see all your IDs, and they said, how old is everyone here? Somebody in the group was like, oh, we're all 18. Well, of course, I'm the only 17-year-old there. I'm young for my grade, so of course I'm the youngest one. I'm not even 18. So we just lied to the Parker Rangers. So I'm just like, fuck. And so one of them is asking around for IDs, and he comes up to me. He's like, hey, can I see your ID, please? And I said, well, I actually left it in my house. I did not bring it tonight. I was dropped off. So he's like, all right, that's fine. I'm just gonna need to get your name and your birthday. So I told him my name, and I told him my birthday as if I was 18. Like I said, September 20th, 1993 instead of 1994. Like I said, that's happened in August, so just a month before my birthday. And so after we listened to all the cops, or the Park Rangers, what they had to say, they're like, all right, guys, thank you for working with us. Thank you for cooperating with us. We're going to let you off with a warning this time, but we want to make sure that you guys are welcome to come back anytime. And when they said that, I was like, what? They're like, oh, come back anytime. Just don't bring any alcohol. We just want you guys to feel free to come back. You guys are more than welcome to. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, these guys are like so nice. And then one of them was like, all right, listen, you guys are all going to college, let me assume. And we're all like, yep. And he asked us each which college we were going to. He's like, there's going to be parties in college. He's like, but you're not going to want to drink at college. And we all kind of looked at each other like, what the fuck? Like, this guy is like telling us not to drink in college. I've never heard someone say you don't want to drink in college. That's the first thing I've ever heard someone say, not to drink. But regardless, so this we ended up leaving that next morning without any problems with the authorities. We got away with everything. I don't know exactly how it all ended up working out, but yeah, so really lucked out. But anyway, I learned a lot from that. I learned to make sure you keep your stuff in a cup. Some other people didn't, and I did, but I was the mature one, even though I was the youngest one there. But anyway, hopefully you guys have a good day. Hopefully you did enjoy this commentary. I know it was kind of all over the place. And again, thank you, Invisible Chimp, for this gameplay going 135-11. That's beast mode. Alright guys, if you did enjoy this, please leave a like, and I'll come back with more high school stories. Bye.